December PTR announcement. Greetings, adventurers. A tournament is an ever-evolving world, and such we continue our efforts in providing our players with an assortment of ongoing new features, content, and changes. Let's get into it. New limited content. Yeti. I like where this is going. Winter Convergence Festival. The holiday of the Winter Convergence has arrived in Eternum, marked by the appearance of increased snowfall and northern lights in the sky, Aurora Borealis, ALA. Don't you mean AKA? Somebody typed this a little too fast. This is a time of duality and dichotomy as the Yeti, the Winter Wanderer, comes to the land. While in the settlements, gifts are exchanged to mark the passing of the year. Outside the safety of walls, there rages a wintry war between the positive forces of winter. So new cosmetic items. We're gonna get a holiday shop. All right. The Winter Wanderer's positive aspect grows in power in each token collected and turned in. Oh, this is awesome. So we're gonna get kind of like a Christmas event like from WoW. I'm really excited to hear that. So the player takes on the cause of the Winter Wanderer to collect winter tokens from repeatable events across the island. You're able to turn them into a holiday shop containing rare and cosmetic items. Dude, this is 100% basically that. This is actually like fantastic. Winter villages. The Winter Wanderer has set up 4 villages to facilitate the joy and cheer of Winter Convergence. Visit these villages in Everfall, Monarch's Bluff, Weaver's Fen, and Brightwood to meet the Winter Wanderer and carry out his holiday quest. Okay, so Winter Convergence activities. The Convergence Spirit. All right. So this is a special town project that allows us to, oh, we're going to be decorating out the settlement. That's so cool. So by doing town projects, we're going to basically be like decorating the town. That's really neat, actually. I gotta give credit. Those dastardly frigid folk are spreading their mischief. Lost present recovery. So located throughout the world are lost presents to be recovered and turned in for winter tokens. All right, that's neat. So Gleamite collecting. Bright, glittering, gleaming Gleamite meteors of a multitude of color fall from the night sky during this time of year, as destructive as they are beautiful. The Gleamite Shites are a new random dynamic event that occurs at night throughout Eternum. Keep your eyes and ears open as you search for locations where the showers are most prevalent. That's really cool. So a lot of stuff is like surrounded by doing this to get winter tokens. Ice caves are appearing all over Eternum due to the Winter Warrior's desire for forever winter. There are snowy and icy caves that Yeti uses their powers to freeze up. Okay, so we're getting ice caves. Oh, this is new content. The caves will remain behind after the event has scars on the land. So they're adding this in for the event, but they're leaving it in. That's really cool. So we're gonna get new quests. So in addition to the new quest series offered by the Winter Wanderer for the Convergence Festival, there are also several new side story territory quests offered in Restless Shore and Morningdale. There are also several new side story territory quests offered in Restless Shore and Morningdale. This update also introduced a new quest series associated with housing. After you've completed the main story quest in Crouching Corruption, seek out architect Giacomo Altovetti, nice name, near your starting settlement to begin the quest series. Further quests with Giacomo Altovetti will be unlocked as you level up and progress your territory standing. Cool. I like that. That's neat. New journal categories, new features. What is this? Oh, based on feedback. So expertise in gypsum system. Based on feedback on the high watermark system and our desire to have a compelling and diverse endgame, we've made some major updates to the endgame. We've added a new resource called Gypsum that can be acquired each day by doing a variety of activities, open world name bosses, expedition bosses, outpost rush, arenas. Each activity rewards a different type of gypsum that can be crafted into a gypsum orb. These orbs can be crafted into gypsum casts of any weapon, armor, or trinket type. Opening a gypsum cast will guarantee an expertise bump and gear of that type. We've also renamed high watermark to expertise and now display the current expertise level of each slot on your avatar in the inventory. Wow, massive W right there. No longer got to go with the Google Sheets, even though the most of us will have it done by then. Lastly, we've added 2 new endgame POIs where players can challenge themselves with difficult content and try to progress to expertise with level 66 enemies and elite chests. Both Malevolence and Eden Grove and the Imperial Palace North Dynasty Shrine have been up leveled to 66. Okay, cool. Trade skill aptitude. Like I actually go for trade skills. We want to continue rewarding the efforts you make to craft items for yourself, your friends, or to make a buck on the trading post. So we have introduced trade skill aptitude. Upon reaching level 200 in a trade skill, the leveling circle will update to show 3 markers from each other on the circle. Earning trade skill XP will begin progressing you again, and when you reach one of these markers, you will be rewarded with a container of useful items that are mostly trade skill relevant, such as craft mods, special ingredients, and even schematics and recipes. Each subsequent marker awards a more spectacular container with more rewards than the one before. Okay, so they're making crafting way more interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, Iron, it makes like, it's gonna make people want to like do skill in the crafting section so much more. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Gaining enough XP to go all, I gotta hear it to say that one. I gotta hear the word. And gaining enough XP to go all the way around the circle will increment the aptitude counter by 1. This counter will keep counting so you can keep track of how many times you've wrapped your progression around the top level. Oh, okay. They've also introduced a new type of reward with this system: equipment patterns. So equipment patterns are crafting artifacts that enable you to craft a guaranteed gear score 600 item that has a specific appearance. Oh, it's like Diet Coke Transmog. Ha! I'm so happy. Patterns require a significant amount of powerful crafting resources to create, but guarantee a GS 600 item. Okay. Patterns still roll perks, and players have the normal amount of control over their outcome with craft mods and Azoth. Equipment patterns have a small chance to drop from Arcana, weaponsmithing. Okay, so all those. All right, so that is really cool. I agree with you, Craftor. That's actually really cool. They're making it to where it's more entertaining for people to want to craft, and like maybe motivating people like myself who don't really want to spend the time crafting as much to actually do it. Like that's actually is really cool. They're adding more to the crafting than just where it currently stands, and I think that's a big play. Like that's one reason why so many people love RuneScape, I think, is like for the crafting. And if you don't ignore your crafting and you keep the complexity, but you make some quality of life changes and you entice people to want to do that more, I think that's a really big W, because you're making people want to maybe like focus on that. Albion did that actually really well. I know people that just played the game just to craft. I actually was one of them in Albion, believe it or not, at the very get-go. I wanted to be the guy that was known who made your best weapons. I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be the best blacksmith. So that's cool. That's really cool. No, I love that. That's actually extremely cool. I agree. Due to an issue, PvP balance changes. This is what I want to see. All right. We're just going to go up to here. We're going to go to Control F and we're going to type in Great Axe Nerf. Cool, nothing. Warhammer Nerf. Go fuck yourself. Ice Gauntlet Buff. I hate this game. Moving on. Due to an issue in our initial PvP damage formula that caused lower gear to be more beneficial in damage mitigation, we have updated our formula. Okay, so you fixed the bug and they're changing their whole formula. That scares me. That really scares me, actually. The update. We adjusted the way armor mitigation is calculated to use enemies' gear score value instead of your average gear score. To adjust for the difference in armor mitigation, we increase the damage low-level players do to high-level players. Why? And reduce the damage the high-level players do to low-level players. All right, I'm just gonna call this right now. This could very well be like a club to the face. I foresee this going very badly. I hate to say that. I foresee this not working as intended and seeing people on level 30s and 20s in world PvP 2 or 3 shotting level 60s. I foresee that. I honestly do. That one makes me nervous. Crit damage application. Critical damage bonuses for masteries or perks are now applied additively instead of multiplicatively. On average, this will reduce the extra damage they provide by a small percentage. Huh. Okay. So they just nerfed mages some more. Cool. Buffer windows. A general consistency pass has been done across all weapons to adjust the buffering windows for dodges, abilities, and basic attacks. Okay. The updated buffer windows starts when the first frame of the attack that would deal damage, or on the first casting frame in the case of abilities that do not deal damage. Okay. This could be huge. This right here could be something that's like, I don't know, I could see this like being super massive, like absolutely the most massive thing you could come across. Because if this is going how I'm anticipating it, this could really give us that smoothness that we were looking for combat. Because remember, I think it was like 3 patches, or not 3 patches ago, but like 3 dev blogs ago, or 2 dev blogs, they said they wanted to increase the smoothness of combat and they were going to continue to work on that. This might help that weird feeling where like you seem so locked into everything. This could be big. This could be bigger than I think it lets off. I feel really good about this one, the buffer windows. I feel good about this. The PTR FAQ, how do you get in? Okay, cool. So that's just all that. All right. So overall, you know, pretty good additions. I love this. Absolutely love this. Trade skill aptitude. I think that's massive. Right, they're going to make crafting more fun, and I think that's the biggest thing you could do. I think that's huge. Expertise in gypsum system. I'm a fan of this, not only because we can see what it is now currently, but on top of that, it's also going to be a lot easier to get that watermark system up, and it kind of indirectly gives us another piece of content to increase said watermark. And then of course new quests, and we also get ourselves a Christmas event. So all in all, I think it's going to be a good little patch. I like it. You know, it's little things, it's little content realistically, but it's a step in the right direction. Now I do want to see some more balance change stuff. That is what I'm looking at. So we're just going to ignore the fact that gypsum is sheetrock. I mean, you know, it's a fantasy game. It's an expertise in sheetrock system. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I don't make the game, okay? I just work here. I don't know what to tell you on that one. All in all, I think it's gonna be really good. But that right there, that's the video. Say hi, YouTube. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this with a friend. You can also catch me live on Twitch throughout the week. But until next time, stay shiny.